Audio Jungle.
Hi, my name is Dennis Koch, and I am the Director of Residential Living and Learning. I'm kind of over all of housing here. I also work as the liaison with the university campus dining. I'm also now in charge of camps, conferences, and UIL here at the university. So it depends on what day, what hat I have, but I wear all those hats kind of either down behind me or up in front of me at all times. And so the tip that I have for you today is one that I give all my students and all my staff, and also include for myself. It's kind of a twofold tip. The first tip is always be on time. Never be late. And the second tip is always carry something with you to write with. Always have a pen or pencil with you. Now, why do I say that? Well, when it comes to time, a theater professor of mine put it into perspective one time. He goes, you're 5 minutes late for rehearsal. What's the big deal? 5 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. There are 12 of us here. That means you're an hour late, and that's inexcusable. Because it's not your 5 minutes. It's the 5 minutes of everybody who's waiting on you. So that always stuck home with me, and I always try to translate that to the folks I work with and the folks that work with me. The other tip about always having something to write with, it's not necessarily for you, but it may be for somebody else. It could be a good customer service thing where somebody needs to write some directions down, or write down your name or a phone number. It could be a myriad of things. And both those tips, I'm a big storyteller. And folks who know me know that you can't just sit down with 5 minutes with Dennis, because he always has a couple of stories. So I'm going to take those tips and give you a little story. One of my orientation leaders from several years back, Dustin, it was in the fall semester, and he came running into my office screaming, "You're right, you're right." And I'm like, about what? And he said, "Those tips." He goes, "You were right." He had just finished going on a job interview with American Express. He showed up to the interview 10 or 15 minutes early, and they looked at him and they said, "Sir, can we help you?" And he goes, "Yes, I'm here for my interview." And they said, "You're early." And he said, "Yes, ma'am." And so then they let it go. Then when he got called into the interview, several folks were interviewing him, and during the interview at one point, he pulled the pen out of his pocket and wrote something down. And they said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, you said something that I needed to remember, so I wrote it down." And they looked at him and said, "You got the job." And so he was very excited that the two things that he had learned as an orientation leader about being on time and having something to write with got him this job with American Express, and he wanted me to know. And, you know, sometimes it's not that melodramatic, those tips, but what I will tell you is it's the small things that make you a leader. It's the small things that make people recognize that you're on your game. And so never forget the small stuff. And part of that is be on time and always have something to write with.